the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will...
Bro, hold on, bro. I'm not ready yet.
To the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And run inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the air. It's Levitt. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Long incompletions. Okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they eat big-time points.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but you're doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The screen, and watch out. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Running inside, it's Morrow. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Well, the good news news about this drive, Jesse. It can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Here's the pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coach...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted him first.
Hold on. Bro, you ass, bro. Stop throwing that bullshit, bro.
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Calls his own number. There's a crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Bring it out. It's Durham. Tackle and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Handoff, Durham running left. Got enough for the first. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this signal caller today, man? Showing you he can do it through the air and now with the legs, showing off the repertoire, showing why he is so hard to defend, and this defense is feeling it early in the football game.
They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Bounced right back to them.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like, what do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
And they did tack on the extra point. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Levin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. As we look at the stats of what has been an offensive showcase so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Could be an alley. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I want to be a team that can run the football, be physical, especially on 2nd and inches, buy myself some space, coming out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now 3rd and inches, this offense needs to be more physical.
Off the RPO, complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Reed unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So, slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Running into the open. Here's a little room there. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to...
Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The run inside. It's Owens. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Turns it loose. The sure hands, it's Green. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just keeps slinging it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for room. It's Owens. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. Got a little grass. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Durham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Release to the back. Found a seam. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box, but nice job.
Makes the catch and he's free. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. Texas A&M going quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finds his man. It's Owens. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
214 close. 214 close. Kill. 674. Take off. 674. Take off.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Rush is on him. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete. This time he's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Owens. Picks up the 1st down. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggie. Rolled his way into the end zone. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. LSU right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. To the air. It's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, LSU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And here's the return. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There's some room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Follow the blockers. The offensive bye will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. He's going to throw deep right side. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Under fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Offense facing 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M going quickly.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the...
Going to take a shot. Caught on the right sideline. And he scores! Touchdown, Aggie!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into it.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, set up his offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Warren. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Spins away. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Reed. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They get to him as he throws.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it down the field. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Looking to get it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.